reaction ever.
Continue.
We shouldn't freeze up now. If we don't freeze up, we're good. Michael, we already made the thumbnail.
I know.
Hello. Dad, we're live.
I know we're live. Let's see if this before I put the phone in the holder here, if it's even going to work.
Come on, work.
Alright, what is up, YouTube?
Hello.
I don't know what happened. I'm blaming that one on YouTube because it wouldn't connect. It wouldn't respond. The app kept shutting down. So I don't think that was my fault.
Neither do I.
Well, Mr. Junky, why don't you tell him what
And now it's in focus. I had the focus thing fixed. And now it's again.
Well, why don't you tell him what this stream topic is?
I'm back for now, man. I don't know what was up with that. I'm blaming YouTube for that one. It wasn't responding, so I don't think that was my fault. We are back.
Did I know the stream topic?
I haven't told him yet.
Wow.
Impressive.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened there. Appreciate you guys coming back, but I'm blaming that one on YouTube. We are here with the girls. Today we're going to talk about Beyblades and Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
How you shouldn't play with either one.
Get out of the chair.
This
one only. Well,
No, I don't think that was my fault, dude. I think that was all YouTube. What worst floor line you've tested? I'll be honest, I can't say I've tested a bad one. All the ones that I've used have been pretty good. It's my fault. First person, first time
What do they think
I've ever donated. Yeah,
Apex.
I tell you what, everyone that has donated too, even though that live stream is gone, that's still in the analytics. I'll still be able to see who donated. Just make sure you check back when this video is processed to see who won the Super Chat giveaway. Again, we got 7 packs of baits for anyone that donates will be entered in this little giveaway. Again, if you guys did donate the last couple streams here a few minutes ago, I'll be able to see that. So, fishing to the max. What's going on?
Alright, about that question about what do I think about Apex, I think it's okay. I'll give it a 7.
7 on Apex.
I'll give these 10,000.
Too fat to hunt outdoors. What's going on, dude?
I'll give these a 10,000.
Like I said before, your kids have grown so much. Yeah, they're big girls now, ain't they, man?
Yeah.
You want to get whacked?
Get whacked.
There, man.
You know, he's Italian. Do you change the treble hooks on your 1.5 square bills? It depends on the brand. The Strike King ones I do. And really, 6 cents, those come with EWG mustads. That's the hook that I like to go with. Other than that, I usually change them on all my 1.5s just because I like that mustad. Short shank. You accepting any challenges? I guess it would end with the challenges. What's going on, Matt? What's going on, Mike? Best inexpensive floral line. I'd go with Red Label. Seagull Red Label. What's going on, Jordan?
Did you think I should show them this?
Not yet. We'll see if we get some Fortnite people on here before we show them that.
Alright.
Beyblade people is what we're looking for.
All right, looks like we're rolling now. 45 people on. We only got 6 thumbs up. We can do better than that, guys. I do know, though, if you're on your phone, though, I don't believe you can thumb up, so. Can you do a $50 Walmart budget challenge where you get everything to fish, different techniques, soft plastics, hard baits,
From Walmart.
etc.? You know, I've seen guys do that before, but, I mean, I didn't really see that was much of a challenge. I mean, can't anybody go into Walmart and spend $50? I mean...
I've seen people, like, in Walmart do challenges to where they fish with $20 fishing gear.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as going in there and actually spending $50, I mean, I really don't see that much of a challenge. I mean, I might do something like that, but get whacked. He's Italian. Yeah. I had the focus thing fixed too earlier, and now that I'm on my 3rd chat tonight, now it's not even focusing. Mike, I think you need to move over, dude. I think it's trying to focus on everybody. There we go. Maybe that works. You should come up to Wisconsin and fish for big smallmouth. I'd love to. Would you use Red Label for pitching? Be honest, I personally have never used Red Label. I've always used InvizX or AbrazeX. But I know a lot of guys that use Red Label and like it. but I really can't say what it's good for as I haven't used it. No experience with the Hydro Wave. Old Ohio Angler, what's going on, dude? Yeah, I got the girls with me tonight.
Yeah.
Trying to keep them off Fortnite for a little while.
I play bees.
I have not thrown the jackhammer yet. So I will be bringing that out this spring. I did buy them last year. I've been so happy with the Picassos that, I haven't tied one on yet. But I do want to do a comparison between the two because Picasso right now is my favorite. But everyone loves the jackhammer. So we'll do a little comparison video between the two. Your go-to beer. I'm a big beer drinker.
Questions for
Probably-
the girls.
probably
What
Bud
game
Light.
system do both of them use? We use Xbox.
Xbox
And
One
right
S.
here is my Xbox. Right here. Right there.
You know what's funny? We had Xbox, then we had PS4. So they both had to have Xbox. Now they want a PlayStation when they had one. Shouldn't
I
they
don't
just
want a
kept one of each?
PlayStation.
This dude does over here.
I disagree about it. It's
All you
not-
want to do is play with
It's
your
not all
Blades.
about
Yeah,
It is not
I'll
all
go
about
rip
it.
on
I'm calling them Gay Blades.
Okay, I'll give Fortnite a 10.
I'll
I'll give
go rip
Apex a
on your
7.
carpet. You want me
You
to
know, this
do
dude
that?
says, boo Fortnite. It's all about Apex.
No.
No, it's all about Beyblade. You're both wrong.
Hey, do you know any good deals on any Hobies or pedal kayaks? I do not.
And on my phone,
I'm on my phone and gave you a thumb. Oh, you can do that on your phone? I didn't think you could. I tried doing that last night on Phantom's live stream. I couldn't do it. What's up, Junky? Thanks for the Calcoast discount. I ordered a few base X. That's cool, dude. Yeah, man, I love the base X.
don't do a Walmart challenge that's for other channels.
Yeah, I'm not really too big on the challenges, but JB, appreciate the $5. Best girls in the fishing game. Yeah. And JB, you are entered in the giveaway. Again, we got 7 packs of Biospawn baits. Anyone that donates in the super chat, I'll put you guys in the giveaway. But you have to look back when this video is processed in the comments and see who won. Because on YouTube, we can no longer message each other. It has to be, like I said, Instagram or Facebook, something like that. And if you don't leave a comment or I don't leave a comment, then we can't respond back and forth.
Here I am.
Sergio.
Challenge between you and Phantom, and what's lowest weight has to fish in a
Pink dress. Well, Mike Wass, he might as well just come to the lake in a pink dress.
Obviously.
You like the Red Label? Yeah, I got a few buddies that fish it all the time, and they love it too.
One of my challenges are
This
dope.
is
I
what you
did
love.
a
It's
I did
red.
a
It's
least
sword.
expensive lure challenge, and it changed my.
Opinion on pricing? Andrew, absolutely love your videos. I can't wait to get back into fishing this year. I have purchased some new gear in the last couple of months, maybe a fishing kayak next year, a little bit at a time. Hey, dude, it's how you have to do it, man. Things are just so expensive these days. A little bit at a time is the way to do it, man. I use Red Label for stuff I don't put through cover. I don't trust. It's abrasion resistance. Okay, makes sense. Michael, go tell mommy whatever she's doing up there to stop.
Okay.
My local lake is about 10 feet high and dark,
Bye.
muddy color, and
Hold on, we're Homer. This counts here. Jacob, hey TJ, you are a popular bass fishing YouTuber in Ontario. That's cool. I do appreciate the love. I have not tried Guggen Baits. You were reading this one here, Ben.
Gears of War. Oh my gosh. No.
Gears of War. Okay.
No.
My local lake is about 10 feet high
Oh, there's another game.
and
one.
dark, muddy color, and trees are flooded. What do you start out doing?
There's another gaming one. I play on.
Yo, we can't both answer one at the same time. Patience. Patience, young man.
There's a gaming one though.
Gaming one is after this one. All right, so your water is 10 foot high, dark, muddy water. Trees are flooded. I would slow roll a big spinnerbait, like Colorado blade, something like that. If it's if it's that dark, muddy color like that and it's high, that's what I would do. Start with a spinnerbait, trying to see if you can figure out where they're at.
I played on PS4 and on PC. Do you still play? Question mark.
Gay blades, yeah, I call them gay blades.
Oh my gosh.
Beyblades, I'm here.
No, we didn't say Beyblade. We said
Gay
gay blades.
blades.
I brought more Beyblades. So.
Hello from Collinsville. That's cool. You're like 10 minutes from me. Any comments on Bass Pro Qualifier 2 reel? To pick one up today for $50. Tell you what, I got the ad right here, and I actually picked up 2 myself yesterday. $50 a piece. You cannot beat that reel. Even when this reel is full retail at $100, it's a steal. And they had this like limited edition color on there. It's blue. in silver. It will look killer on TCS rods. I had to pick a couple up. You know, this reel for me, it brings back so many memories. You know, it's one of the first baitcasters I started. I may have used the Extreme before this one, but it was one of the first baitcasters I started using. And back then, I mean, things were so much simpler. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love making videos. I love chatting back and forth with you guys. But when I first started using these reels, I get to the lake, you know, I was already making a cast before I even had the trolling motor in the water. It's like, now, of course, you got to set all the cameras up, set the mics up. I mean, it's much more of a hassle now than it was back then when I was tossing these reels. It's like, as soon as I seen it for $50, like, I had to get them. I was just so excited to feel like, you know, how it was back then. I may never even spool them up. I just felt like I should get them for that price. But it's supposed to be the same reel as the, I guess it's the newer series, just a limited edition color. But I don't see how they could even improve this reel from the original, because this reel was awesome. What's going on, Bill?
Any Beyblade things yet?
No, you like chatterbaits too. Those Terminators. Yeah, I have seen those Terminator ones. I've seen those actually on Karl's. I was going to pick some of those up, but we'll have to do that. Maybe do a video on those as well. Jeremy, you were entered in the giveaway, buddy. Do you appreciate the $2?
I see you making you fishing room bigger.
Yes, I'm making the room bigger. I got a new wall over here me and my dad built the other day, which I'll do a video on that. Using VizX for tournaments is cool. Best bait to use in the spawn. To be honest, I don't really have much experience at all in clear water. I fish pretty muddy water. So there's zero sight fishing on the lakes that I fish. So what I do is use a spinnerbait or a square bill, find a good bank to maybe where there's some spawners if I catch a fish or two, and then I'll slow down with the soft plastic and just pitch that entire bank once I found a spawner on it. But that's pretty much what I have to do, as I can't really see into the water. Good evening. How's the snow out there? We got a few inches last night. We don't have anything on the ground right now. We did get an inch or two the other day. We have a few inches coming on Tuesday, but other than that, right now we're thawed and no snow.
Xbox question. I play the
No. We're doing it in order. Patience.
Is there any Beyblade ones yet?
No, there's no Beyblade ones.
Yeah, there's no Beyblades
I'm
yet,
on
Michael.
upstairs.
Okay. You want to say something about your Beyblades real fast?
Yes, best one in the world.
Best one in the world. There you go.
Fastener.
All right, dude. All right, where are we at? What rod and reel would you recommend buying? I tell you what, this is the reel right here. You cannot beat this for $50 right now. And I ordered them. Sometimes all these sales are in store, but I did order them, and it was back ordered. I think it's going to ship at the end of February, but they can be ordered as of right now. You can't beat this reel for that price. Pro qualifier, definitely pick that up. And really, I started out with all Bass Pro rods. I mean, to this day, they're still killer rods. That would be a good combo to start with.
JB, Xbox question. I play the new Battlefield quite a bit. Have you
tried this game?
No, I have not.
Have you tried this game?
No, nobody plays Beyblades.
Yeah, nobody plays Beyblades.
Do you like to throw frogs? If so, what color do you prefer? I'm more of the soft plastic frog. I love the Rage Toads. I throw that one the most. Green pumpkin, chartreuse belly. And as far as like a hollow belly, I probably throw Spro the most. I have quite a few different ones, but I like the Spro probably the most. Doug Shelton, appreciate the $8, brother. You were entered in the giveaway. Really do appreciate that, Doug.
Favorite chatterbait color?
Favorite chatterbait color with the muddy water that I fish, it's got to be black and blue.
Battlefield is the greatest game in my opinion. Mine, it's probably Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker.
Carried one?
That's a mouthful. All right, Michael, want to read one?
Anime, if you've ever heard of Naruto.
Read this one right here.
Okay.
Felipe.
Do the boys play fishing video games?
We used to.
When they were cool, they used to play fishing video games.
You gave it away, so your fault.
When they were cool, they used to fish and play fishing video games, but they're not cool anymore, so.
I play a game, Minecraft. That's fishing in it. You happy?
Also, I need to pick up a couple of those 50. Yeah, dude, these reels, man, you cannot beat it. $50. Stock up on it. Yeah. Jeff Holland, appreciate the $10, brother. You are entered in the giveaway. Really do appreciate that, Jeff. And for those of you that donated in the last couple streams that it wouldn't connect on, I'll see all that in the analytics. You'll still be entered in the giveaway. And remember to check back after this video is processed to see who won.
I know.
And we got 7 packs of bio spawn for whoever wins. All right. During spawn, use white colors. I mean, I think the whole white deal is just so you can see the bait really well. In my case, I can't really see anything, so I don't really think color plays a big role for me personally. But yeah, spawning, bed fishing, white's definitely the way to go.
Jeff Holland, sorry I'm late. Nice to see the girls join.
The girls, that's right. They know you. They know you guys.
Bye. I'll be over here.
No worries, Jeff. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. The first couple streams we had going tonight, they went down to crapper fast. I think it was actually. I don't think it was my fault. It wouldn't connect, and the app shut down. I think it was a YouTube thing.
Or it was us.
Or it could have been that the girls were in here and it just gave me bad luck.
Yeah.
What is your favorite soft plastic to use, and what colors do you use? I
saw that.
Hold on. We'll get to that question. Hold on. Favorite soft plastic to use? Probably I throw craws the most. I mean, I like them all. I like the Vile Craw, Rage Craw. I can't even think of anyone. Craw Pappy, Chigger Craws. I mean, I like them all. And since I fish muddier water, I like Black and Blue and Alabama Craw are my favorite. Hold on. Hold on. We get to that question. Chatterbait trailers. Right here, man. This is my go-to 4.5 plasma tail. I like the Strike King Blade Minnow. Power Team Lures Hammer Shad. Those are some great ones.
Oh, I
Can I
caught
read
my.
that one?
Okay,
Oh.
Michael, read this one here from Old Ohio Angler.
This is sad. What are gay blades?
They're.
I'll rip one.
No, don't rip one. You probably will. He'll probably rip one in here.
Well,
But they're called Beyblades, and you know,
What
I,
is it here?
I gave them a different name.
Fun fact, for Sean Jensen.
What's up?
I caught my first PB on that plasma tail right there, actually.
You caught it on your TV was caught on the 6.5 plasma tail.
Mhm.
That was your PB.
But no, I did.
And then, like I said, his PB was like 3 pounds, and then he stopped being cool and he stopped fishing. So we don't really
But
know.
no, I did get another PB on the other bait. What was it called?
That was the buzzbait.
Mm-hmm.
But again, he's still not cool anymore because he stopped fishing. So you know, we don't care.
I need a chair.
Mike, you need a chair.
Yes.
Do you fish for pike at all? If so, what's the best bait to fish in grass or pike? I really have no idea, buddy. I don't fish for pike. Nobody plays.
Gay blades, lol.
Yeah, because gay blades
We really shouldn't even be saying that. I'm not trying to offend nobody. We're trying to have some fun here.
they're not a
Okay,
thing.
Pro Qualifier, one of the smoothest reels. I tell you what, man. Like I said earlier, full retail to steal, $50, man. It's a killer price. Like I said, I didn't even need any reels, but I cannot pass that deal up. I had to get one. What are your kids' favorite baits?
Top water buzzbait.
Who knows?
Buzzbait and
Who knows?
who knows? You probably fished. You know what? When he was cool and he fished, I put him on little like little road runners or things like that. He caught quite a few fish on those.
You should tell him about that catfish he caught.
I see your older child is a man of culture. Nice game that he mentioned. Yep.
Nice game.
Oh,
You rage over
Hmm?
it.
What do you mean nice game? Fortnite, I guess?
Good.
Yeah, I guess or whatever ones that you were playing.
Yes. Please.
No, it's the Water Shinobi Strike, I think is what I
Yeah, it's the mouthful game there.
Yeah, the mouthful.
And VizX, yeah, dude, there's a lot of good sales on here.
He
Hooks and plastics and
Plastics on there.
let's see here. Go-to pitching jig and trailer. The jig I use the most is New Tech Lures, new jig, trailer. It just depends how much action I want. It's either going to be like a beaver type bait, like a rodent or a vile bug. If I want a craw, again, Rage Craw, Vile Craw. If I want something with less action, I'll use like a KVD chunk or a Power Team Lures Craw Derv. This really depends, you know, what the fish want, time of year, water temperature, things like that.
do your girls fish? Used to.
The girls used to be cool. They're no longer cool
You
because
have
they don't
one
fish.
daughter.
I'll read this one because it's a
And
gaming
she's,
question.
What, 2?
Daughter, you mean the dog?
Yes.
No,
Another-
you're my girls.
Another question for the girls.
Go.
Have you played Overwatch and what's your thoughts?
I
Overwatch.
have tried
I've
over.
heard of it. I do not know. I do not have any.
That would be a negative.
Oh, I know.
Negative, yes.
I've
Negative.
tried the game and I like
Is
it.
the Shimano Crowd DC reel worth $250? I have no idea. I haven't used it, but what we talked about before, all the donations that you guys give for these little giveaways and all that, I'm putting that money towards. I believe that reel. That's what you guys ask about the most, and we'll go ahead and review that reel this year.
Impressive.
But a lot of guys talk about that DC. I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. What's your plan for the new wall? All these bins over here, full of soft plastics. I don't know what's in half of them just because, because I don't. I can't see what's in there. I keep rebuying stuff that I don't need to rebuy just because I don't know what's in the bin. So I'm going to hang all that stuff up on the wall, and the stuff that I got on the floor, I'm going to put back on the shelf. So just trying to organize the room and really just be able to see what I got.
What is your plan for the new wall?
Dude, I just answered that.
Oh, well, the next one.
Next one.
I don't know what that one is. Bent Rob, what's going on, dude? Hey, what's going on, Rob? How you doing, brother?
TJ, does your kids always ask you for V-Bucks for Fortnite? Yes.
That's all they do. You know what? I'll walk in the door from work, and there's not like a hi, Dad. There's, Dad, can I get some V-Bucks? Dad, can I get some V-Bucks?
Dad, I haven't
Or this one wants his Beyblades. That's it. There's no hi, Dad, how was work? It's how much money will you give me for this and this?
I could probably
They're
give you
not
my
Beyblades,
exact
Dad.
account, like, of
Those
how much
are-
it's worth. I could probably give you my...
I don't want to hear how much money I pissed away on Fortnite. Please don't tell me what it's worth.
Mine's
Probably.
I don't even want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. Shut your face. Website has no description on the Pro Qualifier 2. Is it aluminum frame and what handle length? To be honest, I really don't know. All I do know is it's an awesome reel, and you can't go wrong with it, man. Just pick it up. This reel here, man, I used to do everything with it. I used to pitch and flip with it at Frog. I mean, at one time, this was the only reel that I used. You cannot go wrong with it.
You can't. Impressive.
Wish my kids were cool. They don't fish either. These kids were cool, then they stopped fishing, and then they're just not cool anymore.
Hey, Fortnite's not cool.
Wife just
These are cool.
informed me that our grandkids have
Have Beyblades.
Beyblades. She says have Michael let on.
Michael, let one rip.
Michael, let here.
Yeah.
Do it right here, Michael. I'm going to move the camera down.
I'll use fat.
Mike, we're over here.
Michael,
Okay.
right here.
Mike, on the table.
I know, I'm getting a bait.
Here.
Oh, we're not even ready?
No.
You didn't have one of these loaded up, dude?
Come on,
I
Mike.
did,
We got
I don't
the
even
Oh, we're
chat.
have
gonna
We've
aim
got-
her down, dude.
We've got questions waiting.
Veneer.
All right, let her rip.
Well, Michael, on the new sword ripper he just got today.
Like 5 minutes.
Let her rip. Oh, that's fabulous, dude. Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, right here. It's going out of the picture.
Can you see it? Oh, that's so cool. I'd much rather do that than go fishing. Get this thing out of here.
Oh, there's a gaming question.
I'd
All right.
rather go fishing.
Shut your face.
I mean,
If
I'd
Fortnite had fishing, I'd play. Ha ha ha. There are lakes in
PUBG, I've heard of that.
PUBG.
I played it. It's.
What are your
I'm
favorite
gonna
boat
admit-
organ? Shush.
No, I'm answering that question. PUBG. I'm not a fan of the graphics.
It's
You know what?
fine.
It wasn't even a question. He just said PUBG.
Okay, not a fan of it.
I like PUBG.
What are your favorite boat organization hacks or mods? Good one, Jeremy. Probably the favorite. A couple things I really like I did in my boat would be the Cook's Go-To Tackle System, which you can see that I got some hanging back there on that white pegboard. That there, and then probably the boat mates that I have screwed to the face of the deck and in my console just to put pliers and baits and things like that in. That would be my favorite two things. And I have those in a video of my boat tour. Check that out.
What are you?
Let me
Oh.
read it.
They may add fishing in Fortnite. Fishing is becoming more mainstream. I will have that.
I guess that would make Fortnite cool if they did add fishing to that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It would make it more interesting.
Hello from Sweden. Do you fish for pike? I do not.
this would make it more.
Jeff Holland, how about next week we have Mom on so we can ask? You know what, Jeff? It's funny you even said that. I tried to get her to come down here, and she goes, "Oh, I can't do that. I got to shower. I got to do my hair." I said, "Just come down there." But she said I had to give her more time in advance to get ready to come down here for you guys. So next week we will try and get her on here, dude. When you sell your soft plastics, what way is cheapest? When you sell your soft plastics, what do you mean? What way is cheapest, bud? I haven't sold any in a while, but when I do sell soft plastics, you have to think about, if I go through my boxes and I find a bunch of stuff that I'm not using anymore, you got to think about like if somebody's going to buy them, you want to give them a deal. So like you have to keep in mind that Tackle Warehouse is pretty cheap. They run a 20% off sale. So when you do sell, you need to be cheaper than that. That way you're giving somebody a deal. Do you drop shot? If so, what's your setup? I don't do that often. My setup is just a 3000 size Okuma SX reel. I like a, depends on line size, either a medium or medium heavy, 7'1" fast action rod, and then anywhere from 8 to 12 pound test fluorocarbon.
Wow.
Son, Overwatch. Dad. That would be
A negative.
a negative.
Overwatch?
Yes.
I played it about once in my life.
Lol.
What's the best overall jig weight? For me, it's going to be probably 3/8. It's heavy enough to be able to pitch it, but it's not too heavy where if you're pitching in rock and things like that, you're constantly getting snagged up. And, heavier weight's going to enter much faster and get you hung up a lot easier. So I would say 3/8 for me, but it really depends what you're pitching around. If you're around, a lot of grass and wood, things like that, I would say probably a half, but I fish rock the most. So I would say, at least for me, 3/8.
Can I read that?
Jim, what's your take on Guggen baits? Have you used them at all? I haven't used them. I mean, they look good. I mean, I know a lot of guys give those guys crap for whatever reason, but you know what? They're making it big, and I mean, really, they did it on their own. I'm not saying I'm going to go out and buy any Guggen baits, but I mean, they do look like nice baits. I believe, if I understood what they did right, I think that maybe they bought the patent from Striking or something like that. That's why a lot of those baits look pretty similar. So, I mean, I'm sure they're great baits, but I mean, I don't really have any plans to buy any as of right now.
Best overall jig weight.
I already answered that one, dude.
You
Let me
gotta
read
catch
one.
me up then. When I was young, I asked my mom for a toy, and she responded by saying I should get a job.
Yeah, and that's the truth. I can't even get these guys to do their chores. I said, you know what? I'll pay you. Take the trash out, and I got to force them to take the trash out.
I don't know. You can pick the pro qualifier up in 2 speeds: the 651 speed and 7.
The 651 speed. That's a fast speed, man. 6.5, 7.5. Okay, really for this one here, I only seen the option for a 6.8. Maybe the not the special edition color. Maybe the regular one has those options. But for me, and the way how I like to fish, I'm going with 6-speed. For me, the 6-speed is the most versatile. I mean, I reel fast anyways. That's why I kind of lean away from really fast reels, just because of that. I like a slow reel to help slow me down. Depending on your baits, a faster reel is going to make you feel more drag, like on the handle. I like the power of a 6-speed. I'm not done yet.
You can read the one when he's.
I like the power of a 6-speed. Just for me, a 6-speed is the way to go. So, I mean, I ordered 2 of those reels. I got them both in the 6.8. But 7-speed is great for, bottom bouncy baits. Anytime you want to pick up slack and things like that, helps you, keep up the fish much easier.
Way better than a fidget spinner.
Seriously?
Shush. But yeah, I would go with the 6-speed. It really fits how I like to fish. I power fish more, crankbaits, spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, things like that. 6-speed for me is just a great all-around reel. Again, I can speed it up, slow it down, whatever I need to do.
The next question's for you, Michael.
Oh, we were in the fidget spinner game for a while. We wasted enough money on that, and then we moved to wasting our money on the Beyblades and Fortnite.
This is not a spinny top.
Spinning top. It's pretty much a spinning top. It's one of the things it's what it is. Pretty much what it is. There you go. You don't even need this thing. So we paid $20, and we can just do this ourselves.
You can't even do it.
Okay.
I do it better.
Do you ever plan on coming north for our big smallies? I'd like to, but with the way my work schedule took a turn a few weeks ago, I don't really have any days off back to back anymore, so I don't really see me being able to travel much this season.
Black Ops 4, I do not know. I have a question for you. Do you play Xbox?
Do you play Xbox? Bent Rod, do you play Xbox? I will give it to you, BO4. I didn't even know what that was, BO4, but you need to go. Black Ops 4. Okay.
I play Black Ops.
See, dude, that's why I got them on here for all the Beyblade and Fortnite questions. Now, we can answer.
Here's my Xbox if you'd like.
Hey, you just showed the world your Xbox. Okay.
Yeah.
Chuck says, Pro Qual for lightweight, one-piece machine aluminum frame. Description is on the web page, but you have to scroll way down to see it. Appreciate that, Chuck.
PUBG looks beautiful on PC. Not tried it on PC. So,
Trailer for Picasso swim jigs. Exo Swim, I did really well with that last year. Strike King, Rage Menace, really like that one as well. You should use transom savers, or do they really? Oh, should you use? Definitely, yeah. I mean, you got to. That's a lot of weight hanging on your transoms. You definitely want to support it from your trailer. So I would definitely use a transom saver. And I got one that's got a spring in it, so it's got some shock to it, so it's not really pounding on the transom. Southern Outdoors, what's up, brother? How do you ship them? Oh, I just use Yeah, back one. something like this. You can get a bag for like a couple bucks at Walmart, and then shipping. Usually, I just do like 2-day priority. I mean, it's going to be like $6-7 bucks, but I mean, you kind of need to work that into your price. Get me a sniping pin for my pond. Oh, give me a snip and a dye pin for my pond bag. Trying to build it. You need to go fishing with Phantom to catch crappies and smallmouth. Yeah, we're gonna hit some lakes up this year.
Do you?
Do you fish Southern Illinois, Egypt, Kincaid? I fish Kincaid. I've only fished Kincaid once, and let's see here. Like Egypt, I have not. I prefer, be honest, if I'm going to fish any type of structure, cover, anything like that, I just prefer probably rock and laydowns. Yeah, man, everyone's tossing those mondo worms. I have seen that. Favorite top water lure, Rage Toad for sure. As far as buying a heavy, fast action rod and reel combo, what would you suggest? Also, what gear ratio would you use? As far as combo goes, I mean, get whatever you can afford as far as rod and reel goes. Gear ratio, if you're throwing a heavy, you might be pitching and flipping, you might be frogging, things like that. Normally, I would put on a 7-speed reel just because if I am pitching and flipping, I want to get the bait back to me a little bit faster. Some guys would use an 8-speed. Again, I like a 7-speed reel. Same with frog and things like that. So if that's what you would use your heavy power setup for, that's what I would go with, a 7-speed reel. I'm on live chat with Bass Pro, and they are saying the handle on the Pro Qualifier is 4-inch or 101 millimeters. That's pretty. I don't remember it being that big. I wouldn't say like 95, something like that, but that's a good size handle on it then. Hello from Scotland. Really cool you're doing this with the kids. Thumbs up for me. That's cool, dude. Appreciate that. Well, guys, we got 92 people on, only 35 thumbs up. We can do a little bit better than that. And if you guys are just getting on now, we got a 7-bag giveaway for anyone that donates in the super chat. Make sure you check back once the video is processed, and that's where I'll put the winner.
Yeah, you playing PS4? Okay.
PS4 what?
He plays. I asked him a question.
Oh, PS4. I'm in New York. I'm going nuts waiting for ice to melt. Yeah, we don't have any ice here, but I'm still pretty cold. Do you have any good crankbait mods? I heard you can file down the bill. Yeah, you can do that. Well, I think that's more for deep diving, which I don't really crank any deeper than really 10 foot, so I don't really do any mods like that. I mean, other than like, different split rings and hooks, things like that, it's pretty much all I do. Tell you what, if I'm doing a little dock fishing at this one, like sometimes I'll go ahead and bend the line tie a little bit. That way I can kind of bang the pilings. But other than that, that's pretty much all I do. Any benefits to making your own plastics or lures? Have you ever done it? I've never done it. Don't have time to do it. But I guess if you make it yourself, you can get the quality that you want, maybe the colors that you want. So I guess there is benefits to doing it. But I'm not sure if you would even save any money doing it, though. Doug Shelton came so close to purchasing Bomber Square A square bills at the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show. Could not get them because I had no cash and they didn't. Oh, man, that sucks, dude. Tell you what, Doug, pick them up on lurenet.com. That's where I get mine from.
And if you guys do search me up on Xbox, it should look like this.
If you guys are going to play with him on Xbox, that's what it should look like right there. I don't know if this has been asked. I know a Colorado blade is best for muddy water, but what brand do you like, or does brand even matter? Yeah, Colorado is typically best for muddy water. But me personally, for as long as I've been fishing muddy water, I've always done better with a willow blade for whatever reason. As far as brand goes, I don't really pay too much attention to brand when I'm buying blades. Normally, if I want some spares, I just pick some up at Bass Pro. But I'm not close. Last fall, bought a 1,000 Daiwa XL LT on sale to put on St. Croix 6.6 Ultra Light Fast. Yeah, that's cool, dude. And I must be like really far behind. Depending on budget, my favorite heavy power rod is either the VPS Carbon Light or the Dobbins rod. Yeah, Dobbins makes a good rod. Chuck Barnett, appreciate the $5, brother. You were entered in the giveaway. No problem. Appreciate you tuning in. If you guys just now tuning in, we did have a few issues earlier with the first 2 live streams we tried today. I do believe that was a YouTube issue. I don't believe that was my fault. So just the app was not responding, so I lost it. Yeah, I just thanked him. Thanks again, Chuck. For Muddy Water, what frog brand and color would you use? I've had the best luck, be honest, with the Striking Rage Toad, Green Pumpkin, Chartreuse Belly. I'm getting a new boat soon, but I'm nervous learning to launch it. Is it hard to do it first? Be honest, this is probably something I could do a video on. I fish by myself 98% of the time. I always do it by myself. So what I do is I get a rope with like a little hook on there, hook it to the boat, obviously. I leave the rope in the bed, back it in. I get out, grab the rope, and I go tie it over to the dock. And when I put the boat back on the trailer, I just pull it up. I don't even drive it up just because we have a dock there. Now, if you don't have a dock, obviously you're going to have to get in the boat to get it off the trailer. But it does help having the dock. But that's something I may make a video on because how I do it, I mean, I think I can do it faster than the guys that load it with a motor. I mean, I'm pretty fast. And I've been doing it by myself, like I said, for years now. And I got it down pretty good. It's pretty easy to do it how I do it. Appreciate the thumbs up, buddy. All this fishing talk is getting me excited for the season, but I messed up my knee in football. Oh, man, that sucks, dude. I'm pretty pumped to get back on the water as well. I took the bait on the Ned rig set up for cold water, finicky method. I'll be happy with yellow perch. With yeah. Braid with or without leader. I fish muddy water, so if I'm going to fish braid, I never really put a leader on. I don't like the extra connection knot. If I do tie a knot, it's usually double uni, but I never run it through the guides. But like I said, with the water clarity that I fish, I either fish straight flow or straight braid. Bass Angler Anonymous, I have to eat dinner. Have a good night. And you too, brother. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Real coverage you recommend. I use the, 1 second, hold on.
Here, I can do it.
Not good. I use these ones right here. These are from PC Fun. If you guys remember, I used to use the same style. Trey Harper used to sell these. Okay, but these ones are actually just a little bit softer. But these are from, like I said, PC Fun. Get them on their website. I'm sure Amazon carries them as well. But complete protection there. Goes over your handle. These are really nice. Again, I do have a video on this style, but they're not the PC Fun brand. They were ones I got from Trey Harper. But the PC Fun brand here, again, they're just a little bit softer. Really nice protection here. Definitely check those out. Let's see here.
What are your thoughts on Dobbins rods?
Dobbins rods. I used Dobbins rods in the past. I still got a dozen of them behind you guys there. But to be honest, I mean, there's a couple of reasons that I didn't use Dobbins anymore. Some of you guys know this. But the other reason would be I like the actions on the TCS rods a little bit better. They're a little bit softer. And I just felt I landed more fish with them. But overall, I mean, Dobbins makes a killer rod. I got the Champs, the DX. I've used the Savvy, which I'm not sure they even make anymore, and the Fury, all great rods. But again, I just like that softer action of the rods that I'm using now. But you can't go wrong. If you want a Dobbins rod, you can't go wrong with it. Rod sleeves, definitely worth it. Every time I get a new rod, I always have a sleeve for it. Again, just protects the rods. If you're going to put them in a rod locker, protects the eyes and things like that. But again, just overall, this protects the rod. I mean, you can't beat them just for a few bucks. And also, I got a discount code on Calco's Fishing, 20% off. Use code TJ81. They now carry rod gloves, so you guys can pick them up over there as well and get 20% off. Use my discount.
Just picked up a Davis Viewer spinning.
What was that? Daiwa Fuego spinning for my drop shot, looking at a new rod for it now. That's cool.
Wrong pronunciation.
We got frogs. Stink for me. $2 frog. I got out at Dick's Sporting Goods. Better hookup ratio. Whatever happened to the Teckle Sprinkler? It was all... You know what, dude? I got a few of those. I even took them out of the package just because I got them on at Dick's Sporting Goods as well. They had some type of like buy one, get one free deal. I picked them up. But yeah, it seems like after I bought those, like you said, it seemed like the craze went away. Nobody talks about them anymore. And guys are paying like so much money for those frogs as well. But it is funny that you never hear about those anymore. Same here, straight braid. That's cool. Andy, appreciate the $5, brother. Awesome way to spend Sunday night. Appreciate you tuning in. And you're entered in the giveaway for 7 packs of Biospawn baits.
Bomber Square, a Onyx color, killed them.
Oxbow color. Yep, that's killer color, dude.
Straight braid me to water by me stained, and I don't trust anymore.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want the extra knot, man. I go with straight braid.
Hello from Boston, Massachusetts.
So have you seen the Elite Mega Blade by New Tech? It's a vibrating. Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen Bo James actually doing some stuff with that not too long ago.
Never about time.
No. New boat anytime soon.
Oh.
No.
I can't see clearly.
You can't see clearly?
No.
No, I don't see myself getting a new boat anytime soon.
That's right.
Always enjoy your vids and live stream. Eddie and the family in. Awesome. Keep them coming. Appreciate it, Jacob.
Have you ever used a ducket fishing rods?
I have not. Hello from Korea. That's cool. Appreciate you tuning in.
Anyone here? Oh.
Where are we at?
Anyone here from Tokyo?
Anyone here in Tokyo rigging, same as drop shot, basically. I mean, you hear a lot of guys talk about, I guess, punching with the Tokyo rig. This one here is one that I made up. If you guys haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But I mean, basically, it is a short leader drop shot, but obviously wire instead of fluorocarbon and monoline. But I haven't really fished it yet, so I can't really tell you how it's going to react to handle and all that. But I think a lot of guys punch with it, so I think that would be the main difference. The wire, I guess, will collapse and go on the mat and all that. I really don't know. I mean, that's what a lot of guys do with it. That's what a lot of guys do with it. I can't really say how it's going to work until I fish with it, but it basically is like a short little drop shot, though. What water tip do you start the fishing season with? Good question, Gary. I tell you what, the lakes that I fish, muddy water. You guys know that. I say that all the time. If the water's below 50, I mean, if it's rising, probably upper 40s wouldn't be too bad, but like fall, winter time, when it's 50 and dropping, man, you can just hang it up on those lakes. The bite is pretty tough. But I would say probably I start heading there around, water temp mid 40s or so. But what I like to do is I just kind of use those farm ponds that I fish kind of as like a tester. When I start catching them at the farm ponds, then I know that I can catch them at the lakes. But if I can't even catch them at the ponds, I don't bother going to those mud holes just because I know how tough the bite is. David, I appreciate the $5, brother. You are entered in the giveaway. Remember, guys, if you guys donated, when the video is done processing, you have to come back to my video, and I'll have the winner in the comments. And you need to reply to me so that I can get your shipping info, and you have to give it to me on either Instagram or Facebook because you can no longer message on YouTube here.
Can you not see my comments?
I can see your comments. I didn't see you ask one. I'm trying to answer every single comment that comes through here.
Is that fishing tools?
Is what fishing tool?
Probably behind you.
Hello from South Korea. Bomber Square A in Tennessee Shad. Killer color, dude.
South Carolina.
That was my go-to color, and I believe it's still discontinued. They said that color may come back around, but I keep checking like daily on it, and I haven't seen it come back around yet. Yeah, I heard of Vexus. They look pretty killer too, man. Tackle frog is similar to Whopper Plopper, but doesn't work as well. Beyblades, oh, that's Michael. Beyblades rule. If you guys remember my son down here, Mike, he's on here now saying Beyblades rule. That's great. Can you negotiate new boat prices like new cars? I tell you what, me and my dad, we both bought trackers. We both bought them at Bass Pro, same time. And from what I remember, yeah, they weren't really willing to negotiate too much. I'd have to say that would be a no. Now, maybe it just because, I mean, tracker, don't get me wrong, it's still expensive. I think it was 14 grand when we bought them then. Maybe if you're buying like a $50, $60, $70,000 boat, there might be more room to play with. But I don't believe they work with us too much on the trackers. I did the same on the Tokyo and made it subboard hibernated. Yeah, dude, I don't blame you, man. Do you ever do any bank fishing, and what's your go-to rig? Yeah, I got quite a few videos of me fishing from the ponds and all that from the bank, and I'm going to do more of that this season. For the far ponds that I like to fish, I really like fishing topwater, rage toads, but really you can't go wrong in a pond with like a straight tail worm, shaky head, ribbon tail, something like that. You talking to Michael about your Beyblades? Now, what would be a good boat for a first timer, and what would be a good price for a used Ram truck 2010 and below? Good boat would be just whatever you can afford, whatever would get you on the water. That's what I'd go with. I mean, really wouldn't pay too much attention to, all the features you can get. If you can't afford much, just get a John boat. As far as a Ram goes, my Ram was 2007. I traded that in. I think they gave me $6,500 for it. I think it said online Blue Book I could have got like 7 to 75. So 2010. You might get one for 8 or 10 grand, something like that. I guess it really depends on the options too. Is it good to see father and son both participate in the same topic? When I was young, I often go fishing with my dad. Good time. For sure. Dude, I want to see myself when I'm trying to do this. Get this out of here. Love bank fishing for smallmouth. Any thoughts on LTB subscription? Already have the MTB Pro. I mean, you're both getting, or both subscriptions are both tackle that you don't know what it is. It's kind of the same type deal. I mean, they both got great baits in them. I mean, I'm not going to really say one over the other. MTB started first. I would kind of stick with them just because, they did come up with it first. There's been a few other guys that came along as well that already dropped out. I believe LTB and MTB are probably the two biggest ones now. There could be some other ones still doing it, but, I'm an MTB guy. When are you going to start your own line of tackle? I bet you could come up with some great stuff. I guess whenever I get the time. It's not looking good right now. Good evening, Tackle Junkie. What's new with you and the channel? What's going on, Anthony? Not too much. I mean, we're thawed here. Still got some cold weather coming in, but I should be on the water hopefully in a few weeks. Me and my dad just built, in case he's watching this, he'll give me crap I didn't shout him out again. Me and my dad just built a wall over here and got pegboard on that there. So we're going to start hanging up some more baits, really get the room organized here. Other than that, we don't have a whole lot going on. Michael, what are you doing in here, dude? If you guys are just tuning in, he was down here earlier with his Beyblades, and we were making fun of him, so now he's upstairs leaving comments. What's your favorite creature bait? I'm going to have to go with Berkeley Power Hog. Who likes Fortnite in the chat? That's you, dude. Get out of here, man.
I'm messaging right now.
Nobody likes Fortnite. Nobody's going to respond to that. Can you give a small tip for... I don't fish for them, dudes. Can't help you there, man. It was you, Wolfpack. Can you guys stop it? What's the best line to use for backing? I use... I like 10-pound mono. I like a smaller diameter line, like a 10-pound test, just because I don't want the knot really big. I used to use 20-pound test, but again, when you tied it to like 15-pound test, you get a really big knot. So I tie a 10-pound mono for my backing, and then again, whatever main line that you want to use. But I've been using braid as my backing as of last year, and I really like doing that. It seems like you do get a little more speed on the spool, a little bit further cast. So I put just a little bit of 10-pound mono on there to tie to some cheaper braid, and then I tie the braid to my main line. It's one extra step, but in the long run, it's worth it. I mean, I really like using braid as backer. Fishing with the sons is the best, man. I miss those days. I miss them too, dude, because how old are you?
Oh, 11.
11, and he's already done with fishing. My youngest, he was down here earlier. How old is he, 8 or 9? These dudes, man, they were in it like big time, and now they both hate fishing, so I miss it too. Because we did have a lot of fun, and now Fortnite and Beyblades took over. How's Dunlap Lake? Does it have any fish in it? Dunlap. Trying to think if I fished that or not. It sounds familiar. I think I know which one you're talking about. I can't say if I have fished it. If that's what I'm thinking of. I can't say I've even caught anything out of it. Can you go over different rigging of the Vile Bug? I bought 10 packs a while ago and have yet to get a bite and rigged all kinds of ways. Vile Bug. That's a bait that I'm just going to mainly pitch and flip and use it as a jig trailer. I mean, Tokyo rig, something like that. But how I'm going to use it the most and how I used it for the little time that I fished with it last year, we're just pitching and flipping it. So just because it's not working for you yet, I mean, maybe there's no fish in the area, something like that. But I mean, that's how I would use it the most. Like I said, jig trailer, pitch and flip it, Tokyo rig, something like that. How good is Origin Baitcaster? I haven't used it. Couldn't tell you, bud. Love the Cummings. We're here for the fishing, now the video games. I'm looking for the last PC Fun tackle bag setup, but can't find the video. It's not too many videos far down from the top. It might be titled "What's in My Tackle Bag," something like that. No problem, Kyle. My electronics on my boat are pretty old. I got a Humminbird 598 and 899. They both got down scan and side imaging and all that. But yeah, they're pretty old units, though. I mean, they've come a long way since I put mine on that boat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about in Everettsville. I might not even... maybe I didn't even fish that one. Dunlap. I have to drive by and see which one that is I'm thinking about. No, I don't use copolymer. Hydrowave, I mean, I used to think it was a gimmick. You never know, though. I mean, but I mean, every pro has it on their boat. So it's like, you know, one doesn't want the other, you know, one guy doesn't want the other guy to have an advantage over him, so they all have it. So obviously it's got to work. But I've heard some guys saying when they turn it on, it spooks fish. Some guys say they turn it on, it gets them active. So I mean, I guess it's a hit and a miss. But if I fished, you know, a little bit deeper, more schooling fish, I probably would have one too. But I don't think it would really do me any good with the lakes that I'm fishing. What's going on, Luke? No, you didn't miss too much, dude. I had both girls down here earlier. We had a lot of laughs doing that. But other than that, not too much. What's going on, Dickie? Anything new you're going to change up for your fishing games? This year I plan to do a little more finesse. Gonna get a little bit of swim baits, finesse. See how it goes. What is backing? Okay, you got a reel. Let's say your reel holds 120 pound test, or 120 yards of, like, say, 12 pound test. Okay, fluorocarbon is expensive. Say you buy a 200 yard spool of 12 pound test. It holds 120 yards. So then you got 80 yards left over. For one, you don't have enough yards left to spool another reel. What you could do is split that up, maybe, and get 2 or 3 reels out of one spool. And that's why you would use backing, because all backing is filler. Okay, you only really use probably like the top 60% of the line you put on your spool. So what's below that is just filler. So why put your good line below it when you can put a cheaper mono or a braid or something like that just to fill it up, so then you can put your main line on top. So that's pretty much backing. It's just filler to your main line. And I got a bunch of videos on that.
Read it.
Michael Haduka, what is your favorite rod? It's going to be EVX cranking rod.
Read mine.
What's your favorite video game back in the day? This guy's asking me questions on here. It would be Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pour your own baits, or do you have any plans to do so? No, Luke, I don't do that, but I don't have time for that right now, man. When I was fishing the bass, what's this? China, it was very cheap bait. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, buddy. I picked up the PC Fun tackle backpack the other day. So far, it's been great. Thanks for turning me on to that. No problem, buddy. Yeah, it's a killer bag, man. Yeah, speaking of reels, Jeff, tell you what. Anybody looking for a reel right now? $50, Bass Pro Shops, Pro Qualifier. That is the new, what do they call that? Limited edition color. And you cannot beat it for $50. Definitely pick it up. I picked one up as well. I don't even need a reel, but I just couldn't pass that up. That's such a killer reel for $50. Do you use the same amount of backing for all setups, or do you use more backing on your... Okay. I used to. Now I try to simplify it a little bit more. I use... what I do is I start filling my reels with backing, and when it gets to a 1/4 inch from the backing to the edge of the spool, I stop and put mainline. And it seems like a 1/4 inch has been pretty much enough for me with all pound tests that I use. Now, if you're going to use like a 20 pound test that has a bigger diameter, you're going to want a little less backing the way you got more main line. But I don't fish 20 too much. And the 1/4 inch, leaving a 1/4 inch for your main line for me has been more than enough. What do you think about Garmin Panoptics? I mean, I've seen all the newer units. I mean, they all look killer. But, I mean, like I said earlier, I don't even really turn my units on anymore. I kind of know the lake's pretty good. I turn them on for like water temperature, things like that. I think if I was fishing bigger lakes, more deeper water, schooling fish, I think the newer units would come into play for me. But the lakes that I'm fishing now and kind of how they fish, I don't see the point of me upgrading my electronics at the moment. Are you going to play Mortal Kombat 11?
I'm thinking about getting that for my birthday. It comes out on my birthday too.
Does it really?
Mortal Kombat, April 11th. I mean 13th. 23rd, my gosh. I'm probably going to get it.
No problem, Simon. Doug, all right, guys, I need to go to bed. It was fun, a nice change to have the girls on the channel. Doug, appreciate you tuning in, buddy. And make sure you guys look back to see if you guys won the Super Chat giveaway. 7 packs of baits. Anyone that donated. And like I said, once the video is done processing, I'll go ahead and leave a comment at who won. So I can see all that in the analytics. You know, go through who donated, and we'll pick a winner.
Thank you for the appreciation for the girls.
When are you going to come down to Okeechobee? You know, I did want to travel more this year, but my work schedule changed yet again, and I really don't have any days off in a row anymore. So I don't see me traveling really at all, other than the couple lakes that I already go to. So it's not going to be a great year as far as, like I said, new lakes to traveling, things like that. How do you approach learning a new lake, and how do you choose your baits to go after? Okay, good question, David. Anytime I've gone to a new lake, new pond, whatever, for one, I'm going to go with my confidence baits. For me, crankbait number one, square bill, spinnerbait. And what I like to fish the most is rock. Okay, from rock, then I like to fish laydowns and stumps. So if I'm on my boat, I'm going to a new lake, I'm going to cruise around the lake. The first thing I'm going to do is look for rock, just because I have a lot of confidence in fishing rock. I know how to fish it. It's great with a square bill. So I'm going to look for rock first. If I don't see any rock, I'm going to go to, you know, laydowns, stumps, you know, look for things like that. If I don't see anything like that, I'll look for maybe some weed edges or things like that. I just fish what I have confidence in, and I fish the baits that I have confidence in. And I guess I'm more or less trying to force feed the fish to bite what I want to throw. So that's kind of how I approach a new body of water. Oh yeah, Jeff, dude, I am in love with that truck, man. I do. I love the truck, no doubt, man. I'm glad I went with the Rebel. It's awesome.
He loves it, I'm telling you.
Yep. So let's see here. It's kind of funny too. The dealer that I bought it from, the general manager of that dealership, his son watches my videos, and we got to talking. So we may be doing something here in the near future. So guys, keep a lookout for that. So.
Good question.
Wolfpack, where is your dream place to go? Dream place to go? I haven't given that much thought. I really don't know. Since it's you asking the question, I can just tell you later. Best informative vids and chats. Love what you're doing. Keep them coming. Appreciate you, Jacob. Thanks for tuning in, brother. When do kids need a fishing license? That is a great question. I be honest, I don't even know. How old were you when you were going?
At least I think 5 or 4. I think.
No, you were going. How old are you now? 11.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably going with me a few years ago. What, 7, 8 years old maybe? And I didn't even look into it then. Maybe I should have had one for him already. I really have no idea. That is a good question. I should look into it, but since he stopped fishing, he's not cool anymore. I guess I don't have to worry about it. What's your choice of Texas rig and muddy water, rattle or no rattle, big or small, flake or no flake? Really, as far as flake goes, that just depends. If it's a sunny day, I like flake. If there's no sun, it really doesn't matter to me. Normally on my jigs, I always have rattles, swim jigs or pitch a jig, something like that. I always have rattles. Texas rigs, sometimes I'll put little rattles up in the body. I don't do that too often, but as far as big or small, do you mean rattle? Soft plastic. I would say I don't really go too big. I mean, I throw the standard stuff, 10-inch worm, 7-inch worm, 4-inch craws. I don't go like, much bigger than that.
Dead.
But definitely rattles on jigs. And like I said, flake when it's sunny. And normally I always have scent as well. Scent's a big player in muddy water.
Dead. I have an answer to that question. Children under 16 years of age do not need a fishing license. Children have their own bag limits and are expected to follow the same fishing regulations. e.g. length, bag, and session limits. The licensed anglers.
All right, we got you. We don't need the first part. So if you're under 16, from what he just said, you don't need a fishing license. So good work, dude. Good work. All right. You need to come to Cincinnati Fish, Chickamauga. I need to pretty much go anywhere that's not in Illinois catching fish. Ever do float tube fishing? I have not. Or do you just use a Texas? For me, to be honest, I like a Texas rig over a jig. I feel I have to have more patience when I fish a jig, unless it's a swim jig. I really like fishing a swim jig. But like your standard pitching jig, I feel you just have to have more patience fishing that versus a soft plastic. And I feel you get more bites with a soft plastic over a jig. So, I mean, I'm not always concerned about catching big fish. I just want to catch something. So I tend to lean towards soft plastics more than jigs just to get bites.
Can you do a flip?
Can you do a flip? We're not going to try that right now.
Front flip.
Front flip. Varies by states. Most states are 16. Okay. 16. That's right, man. Listen to Jeff Holland. Everyone hit the thumbs up. We got 83 people on here, 62 thumbs up. But I tried to give Phantom Fishing a thumbs up last night in his chat, and I couldn't do it on my phone. So you might not be able to do it on your phone.
Oh my gosh.
Do a flip. No, dude. I'm taking you to the hospital tonight. We're in the middle of a chat.
Everyone's asking, do a flip.
You can't do a flip.
I can.
Dave, I appreciate the $2, brother. You're entered in the giveaway. We got Michael saying, I can do a front flip.
Oh, he did it on the ground and he failed badly.
Well, I can't do no flips.
Well, why don't you try for a video then?
It looks like we are caught up with comments. We're an hour in. We'll stay on just a couple more minutes. We'll go ahead and get off here. But do we have any Fortnite questions for this young man right here?
Please, I've been begging. I even have my Epic Gamer.
He's got some gamer stuff for you guys. He was
here.
He was hoping that he had some Fortnite questions.
I really want a lot of Fortnite.
Favorite brand of Cinco? Medium dingers for value, effectiveness, Gary Yamamoto. So I tell you what, Yamamoto's, they pretty much are overpriced. They're very expensive, but they have a great fall rate. They got enough salt in them to throw them weightless. If you're wanting to throw them weightless, that's one of my go-tos. Yum dingers are great as well. This really depends what you want to do with the bait. But yeah, they don't last many fish at all. Line size for swim jigs, normally 17-pound fluorocarbon or 50-pound braid.
Dang it, no Fortnite questions.
No Fortnite questions? Michael, ask Vinny a Fortnite questions. What's the best overall spring bait? For me, it's going to be probably a square bill or a spinnerbait. David, I totally agree with you, buddy.
It is not stupid.
I've wasted more money on Fortnite than I care to admit.
Does your kid want to 1v1 on 14? You can see on my channel. Okay.
All right, dude. So what do we got to do to set it up?
All right.
He ain't gonna be able to see that.
What system do you play on? What system do you play on? I don't have a clue what Fortnite is, but I can answer any Pong questions you might. Jeff, don't worry about it, man. Fortnite is nothing that it's not cool at all, dude. Let's put it that way. It's not gonna die anytime soon.
It probably won't die anytime soon, but it's not for us adults. We like to fish, man.
Yeah, but you should see Ninja at all freaking 24.
Bass Pro has some decent Cinco. Yeah, they do have some decent Cincos. Any tips on weightless casting on a casting reel? Lighter baits with a bait caster, you more have to sidearm and kind of like wing it out there with one arm. When you try and do two, it doesn't work. And that's something else that I wanted to do a video on as well. But really casting, weightless or lighter lures and things like that, it's not just being able to cast it right. You need to have the right rod, the right line. I mean, if you're trying to cast a weightless Cinco, you don't want to put it on like a heavy power rod with like 25-pound fluorocarbon. You need to have it on a lighter rod, a little bit lighter line to help pull it out there. So having the right setup does make a big difference.
Look at one of the questions there.
Hold on. How much money do you spend upgrading your character on Fortnite? Because I spend a lot on my son and I'm tired of it. Dude, I'm tired of it too because...
Yeah,
like we said earlier,
I'll say the price.
I come in the door from work and he's like, I need V-Bucks. I need V-Bucks.
Here, I'm going to say the price.
What? But don't say no price.
Yes,
I want people to know how much money I pissed away on Fortnite.
Yes.
I'd rather not. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I'll write it down then.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, so if you don't want to hear it, I'll write it down.
V-Bucks, they're a joke.
V-Bucks.
That's the biggest. That I tell you what, V-Bucks and those other video games where you got to have all like the characters that you swap out. That's the other biggest scam because I don't know how many of those things I had to buy for the other girl upstairs. And then they wouldn't even play with them. They like collect them, and then then they wouldn't do nothing with them. I mean, it was like the stupidest thing. Chuck, sounds like you like Illinois fishing the same way I like. Yeah, no kidding, dude. I always say that you're in Indianapolis. You're about 4 hours away from something good. Yeah, that's true.
Think I hold a record in Fortnite quickest to get killed.
Quickest to get killed. What power and length rod for a Ned rig? I got a 7-1. My spinning combos don't really have anything specific for anything really finesse related. I use a couple spinning combos, both 7'1", both fast action rods. One's a medium heavy, and just I guess the cover that I'm fishing around, the weight of the lure will determine which one I'm going to pick. I'm going to throw lighter weights, lighter line. I'm going to use the medium. Heavier weights, heavier line. I'm going to use medium heavy. So I try and keep it pretty simple with my spinning stuff.
Favorite gun in Fortnite? Legendary Deagle.
Oh, he plays PS4, so you guys can't play.
Yeah, we can. There's cross-platform servers.
Okay.
So I can just tell them my epic here.
What's your epic? Don't show it, just tell them. What is it?
XX Ghost _ Sasuke XX.
Okay, XX Ghost _ Sasuke
XX.
XX.
And it's capital X at the very beginning, lowercase, and at the end it's lowercase x and then capital X.
Okay. Fortnite question. What kind of weapon set do you use?
If I had to choose a weapon setup, legendary Scar, legendary pump shotgun, legendary Deagle, probably a grappler, and then definitely a blue hunting rifle.
Bill, dude, I like the way you think, man. Fortnite is banned in his household. Dude, it's close to being, because I tell you what, he plays so much, I kick him off it, and then he gets mad at me, then he don't want to talk to me. So, I mean, I think we might have to ban it here, too.
No.
What's your dream lake to fish? Be honest, Table Rock Lake is only like 4 hours from me. I've been on the lake, but I haven't fished the lake yet. I really want to get on Table Rock and fish that lake. Time for bed. See you next week. Appreciate it, Jeremy. Thanks for tuning in, brother. We'll definitely be on next week. I'm going to try and get my wife down here with me as well to answer some questions. Skylanders. That was it. Skylanders. Another waste of money, man.
1 hour of Fortnite. No.
What?
1 hour of Fortnite should equal 1 hour of fishing.
Well, what do you think?
7 hours of Fortnite and 7 hours of fishing.
I don't know if I could fish for you that long, dude.
Actually, no. 12 hours of fishing, 12 hours of Fortnite.
I don't know.
I'll do that deal.
Jim, remember here of white spinnerbait with big silver willow and small red Colorado in the springtime. Tactical Bass was recently talking about it. It's the Midwest Spring Secret. I say I've seen it, done before. I didn't know it was like some big secret. That being said, I have never tried it out either, though. That's something that I may do. I've used chartreuse Colorado before with a big willow blade, but never a red. But I may have to try that out.
My kids play outside very rare these days, lol.
Yeah, dude, he barely gets off the couch. Favorite chatterbait? As of right now, it's going to be the shock blade from Picasso. But I'm going to be trying out the jackhammers. I bought them last year, so I haven't used them. I'm going to test them out this year for sure. What's going on, Rod? I always say if you can't catch them in Illinois, you can catch them anywhere. Dude, that is so true. And I have guys give me crap all the time about the lakes that I fish and how maybe I don't catch that many big fish or the fish that I'm catching. I want to say, you know what? Come fish this lake. If you can catch them here, you can catch them anywhere. That's what I tell those guys. Just picked up a Nichols pulsator spinnerbait with the red Colorado blade, and the skirt color is called Coleslaw. I think you would dig this. Check it out. Yeah, dude, I'll check that out, sure. Emily, what's going on? You should take advantage of your dad being a pro and have all the tackle he has could share. Yeah. Well, I mean, him and my youngest, they were cool for a little while. They fished for a couple of years, and they're just not cool anymore. They quit fishing, and they won't get off their butts playing these video games. Tokyo Rig, I got a video. I made some, and I have not fished it yet, but we will be playing around with those this season, and I'll let you guys know how I like the rig.
Here, his epic's right there.
You got it? Call of Duty MH0206.
MH0206.
Yep. Call of Duty
0206.
MH0206.
All right, got it.
He's got it. No way, your kid watched Naruto.
Love it.
Unfortunately, yes, he does.
And I have the headband. I have a hat. I think 2 hoodies. I at least 6 shirts and a wallet of Naruto. And yeah, I love it.
Ever since that Fortnite game came out, my son has abandoned me, dude. I'm in the same boat, brother. No, I've never fished Kentucky. What size spinning reel do you use for bass fishing? I've always used 200 size, but have heard that guys mention that. I only use 3,000 size. I used to use 4,000 size, but I went back down to 3,000 just for the weight. But you have less line issues with a bigger spool. That's why I originally went to 4,000 size, but now I just use 3,000. Kyle, no, I've got the jawbreakers and I got the spinnerbaits and I got their swim jigs. I haven't fished them yet. I haven't been fishing yet. Well, I'll take them back. I've been fishing once this year, and I got skunked, and then we froze again. I haven't been out since then, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna be on the water. I'd say in a few weeks. So we got a few more cold days coming in. We're thawed now. We got more ice and snow coming on Tuesday. After that, the long range looks pretty good. I would say in a few weeks I should be on the water. What is your favorite movie? I'll just tell you later. Quit asking questions. I fish a lot. I just can't show myself, so I did gaming for YouTube, and yesterday I got a All-Star Nano 2 baitcaster rod. That's cool. Ever going to get into kayak bass fishing? Probably not. I do want to get one of those like little pontoon-looking boats. The one from Pelican is one I'm looking at. Who's a pro you'd like to meet? I've already met KVD and Zona. I would like to meet probably Greg Hackney, probably Casey Ashley. I really like those guys. Edward Evers. It's kind of cool. Speaking of Edward Evers, the I guess the financial guy at the bank that I go to, I think his name is Eric Evers, and he's related to Edwin. I'm not sure if they were cousins or what the deal is there, but he's a relation of Edwin. That's pretty cool.
Oh, Dad, that dude was just streaming 2 hours ago.
What's going on, Adam?
Look.
Cool. No, I haven't done any boat mods lately, David. I think I've pretty much done everything I can do to the old tracker.
Oh,
Helping that boy out with his video game friends. I think he owes you a few chores. Yeah, dude. Take the trash out. Go wash my truck. Your son has the Mikey Balls haircut. Yeah, he does. I live in Illinois.
Dude.
Yeah, a fellow. What's that? Do you know this? A fellow. OTAKU.
No, I don't think I'm on that part yet.
Not on that part yet.
Mm-mm.
Playing with friends is better than Fortnite. That's Michael again. I'm in Illinois. Have you seen Boruto yet?
Boruto? I know what happens at the very end, but no.
Jeff, I will be a marshal at Cherokee Lake. Oh, dude, that's cool, man. I have an extra room at the cabin I rented. You are welcome to come down. That'd be awesome, dude.
Oh.
In April. What day is it on?
Oh, and
I imagine that's weekends. And if it's weekends, I don't get weekends off anyways, dude.
Oh, you're welcome for the sub, by the way. Right there, Dad.
Tell him thank you. Yeah, he said you're welcome. Cool.
We'll have to play
kids
sometime.
love some Fortnite. Yeah, dude, it's terrible, man.
We'll have to play sometime.
April 7th. Oh, 7th through the 14th? Okay. That's cool. Write that down. 7th through 14th.
Okay.
What's your favorite Atari game? You probably say same age as me. Atari? I don't even know if I played Atari. Probably, what's that one with the 2 bars and a ball? Was that Pong or something?
Yes, it was Pong. It was Pong. A dude actually said that around. A dude actually said about Pong.
Is Cherokee the classic? I thought the classic's in April. I thought the classic was in March.
Lol, I laugh at the.
You'll be there all week? Okay, dude.
Lol, I laugh at the. How do you pronounce it? Otaka?
I don't know.
Okada part. Okay.
That's your thing.
Is that in Shippuden? Type if it is in Shippuden.
I'm all right. Mississippi River, come over and fish sometime. Tons of lakes as well. Yeah, I'm only 20 minutes to Chain of Rocks. AC Man for me. Space Invaders.
Oh my
Pac-Man.
gosh, Space Invaders.
You never played that, did you?
Space Invaders is on. It's at Edison's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It looks like we are caught up with comments. Frogger. I tell you what, Frogger, I guess they remade that. Me and my wife used to play that all the time on, was it PlayStation? Maybe PlayStation 2 or maybe PlayStation 1. Are you affiliated with Cast? I'm not affiliated with them, no.
Best skinner.
I got a few of their products on my boat. Yes, I am sponsored by Biospawn. Could you tell?
Like, he's literally got a whole thing right there, just a Biospawn.
Do you fish the river much? I haven't fished the river at all, bud.
Have you ever fished a river?
Uh,
Figured.
Sponsor, they just support my channel.
My wife was obsessed with Pac-Man. She still complains that I reset the game once when she was beating me. Oh. Wonderful.
Yeah, Biospawn hooks me up. Pool 17 here. Asteroids. I play Fortnite, but I also do a lot of fishing. Got a decent kayak last year. Went to get a bona fide RS 117 because my other one is uncomfortable.
What's your epic? And what system do you play on?
On Nate, you asking him?
Mm-hmm.
What system do you play on, Nate?
And what is your epic?
Tell your wife Joshua said hi. She was my science teacher at Gateway. Okay, I'll do that. That's cool.
Here,
Joshua Garcia. Hey, tell her to come down here and say hi.
Okay. What's the dude's name?
Joshua Garcia.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, man. I used to play Sonic a long time ago. That was a fun game, too.
Mom said that she saw it to tell Joshua that I hope he's doing well.
Oh, Joshua, I guess she's watching the chat upstairs, and she said she hopes you're doing well. Becca, since you're watching the chat, why don't you come down here and say hi? PS4, and my name is Nate45345.
Nate, what?
45345.
45345?
Mm-hmm. Genesis was the best system we would play outside during days. And yeah, dude. Advantage of Biospawn over other soft plastics. You know, I guess each plastic has a unique scent, maybe a shape. If you want to compare like Rage Craw to like the Vile Craw, both have a similar action. Rage Craw is a little bit tighter. It's more of a swimming action. Vile Craw is more of a kicking action, a little more thump. You know, it would be better in like muddier water versus Vile Craw, or versus the Rage Craw. Just because it's got a little more thump to it. Kicks a little bit harder. Compared to a similar bait, like if you compare the Vile Craw to the Rage Craw, Biospawn plastic seems to be a little bit more durable as well. Again, scent, you know, things like that.
Thank you, I am doing well. By Joshua Garcia. Michael says,
Babe, he said, thank you, he's doing well. Why don't you just come down here and say hi? How many rods and reels are you up to now?
tell me if there's a gaming question.
I have no idea. Quite a few. But you guys have to know that I am sponsored by Okuma. Then they send me some gear. So, I mean, I'm not out spending all this money on all this gear. Now, all the reels that I've been picking up to review for you guys, I've been buying all those reels. I'm going to be buying the Shimano DC. You guys want me to review that one as well. What Biospawn lures should I use for 6-foot medium fast action rod? 6-foot medium. You could probably get like a small spinnerbait and put an exo swim on that, something like that. Or you could use, I'd probably go with that. A little underspin, exo swim, something like that on 6-foot medium. I may have missed a part of Illinois you live in. I am assuming Southern Illinois since you are thought out. I live in Central Illinois. I am jealous. I live in Troy, Illinois. Calling tonight. See you next Sunday. Good night, fellow tackle junkies. Jeff, appreciate you tuning in, brother. And remember, anybody that's getting off now that did donate, I really appreciate that. Make sure you look back once the video is processed, and you can see who won the giveaway. For you guys donating. Again, we have 7 packs of baits here from Biospawn, and one of you guys that donated will win that giveaway. But again, you have to look back because I can't message people on YouTube anymore, so you have to look back in the comments to see who won.
Mom says she won't come down here just because she said she was a hot mess.
She's a hot mess. Joshua, my wife, is a hot mess, and she will not come down here to say hi to you. But come back, Joshua, next Sunday, because I'm going to have her down here with me for sure.
And I'll be down here every stream on Sunday now.
Oh, great.
I'll be down here.
No, David, I have not tried any Guggen baits yet.
So
you guys in Illinois or Midwest done with yeah, dude, no more -20s. I believe, we're done with the negatives for now. I think tomorrow was only high 35, low like 20. Same with Tuesday. And then we start to gain some warmth from there. So I got a big cast from Bass Pro last summer, and it's my favorite rod I've ever owned. Also, I remember watching one of your videos. I think you said Bass Pro rods were, one time, dude, I used all Bass Pro rods, Bass Pro reels. Speaking of Bass Pro, the Pro Qualifier right here, $50. If anybody looking for a reel, that is a killer reel at a killer price right there. Yeah, Bass Pro, that makes some solid gear for sure. The Johnny Morris reels, those are awesome as well. And I got cleaning videos on, if you want to clean your reels up, I got videos on those reels too. Definitely check them out though. Bill, we got 4 inches of snow here today. That sucks, man.
do you have plans on getting a new boat?
No time soon. No boat. Nope. No boat. No time soon. Zach, appreciate $2, brother. You were entered in the giveaway. Hey, how are you doing? I just signed on. Cool to see your son on with you. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it, brother. Earlier, I had both of them down here. I had both girls down here. We were making fun of them. You should have tuned in earlier.
Yeah, you should have tuned in for the Beyblades, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
The Beyblades, we were talking about Beyblades.
Yeah.
I also bought that tackle camo bag you reviewed and love it. That's cool, dude. Yeah, the PC Fun. That's a cool bag. I tell you what, is he still in school with mommy?
Joshua Garcia?
If you're still in school with my wife, I'll send you some baits to school. I love the big city of Illinois. It's crazy weather we are having. Yeah, dude, I'm done with it, man. I'm ready for summer. Just have a few Biospawn baits. Haven't found my favorite soft plastic to use. Hope to buy more in the future, even though I've been buying Guggen baits, Strike King, Yamamoto, Havoc, Reaction. Yeah, those are all good brands. Like I said, everyone has something different. Like the Havoc series, they really don't have much scent at all. I'm not sure what Guggen baits has. Strike King, of course, has that coffee scent. I mean, a lot of the stuff is scent. Some could be action. Just depends. And a lot of, too, when I go from different brands, could be color as well.
Oh, happy one day after birthday.
I'm from Davenport, Iowa, but currently soaking up 85 degrees. Oh, man, you suck, dude.
Dad, you missed one.
What did I miss?
Right there.
My grandparents got me that reel for my birthday yesterday. Dude, I didn't need any reels, but I seen it for one. It's cool looking color. It'll match the TCS rods perfect, so I had to pick one up. But for $50, man, you just cannot beat it. It's a steal. Like I was saying earlier, this reel, it just kind of takes me back so many years because it was one of the first bait casters that I've ever fished with. And at that time, I didn't record much at all. It was just as fast as I could get to the lake, get in the boat, get to my spot. I mean, before I even had the trolling motor in the water, I was already making a cast. I mean, now, of course, you get there, got to set up the mics, got to set up the cameras. I mean, it's much more of a hassle. I still love doing it, but just the days when I was fishing the Pro Qualifier, it was the good old days, man. So I almost just picked up that reel, just for that.
All right.
Just for the
Happy one
memories.
day after birthday, by the way.
My mom on here again. We talking about my grandparents got me that. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I want to have.
Happy belated birthday. I'm from Davenport, Iowa, but I already lost that one. Okay. Snow is stupid. I agree with that. I got 4 boys, 14, 12, 10, and 1. Know what you're going through. Dude, don't let them play Fortnite.
Let them play Fortnite.
Don't do it, man.
Change
Don't
their
do it.
lives. Yes, listen to me.
If you got a new boat, what would it be? I guess it would depend. If I'm going to fish the same lakes that I'm fishing now, I'm going to have to stick with aluminum just because I can have a smaller horsepower, motor on there. If I could fish bigger lakes and all that, I mean, I've always liked the nitros, but I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a Ranger as well. Where we at? Road trip to Bass Pro when I get back this week. Yeah, I think the sale's going on till March 3rd, so you got some time.
Oh.
I know that that deal though. These are limited. They're only made so many of those special edition colors.
The $50 base.
Yeah, the $50 reel was $100. And again, it's limited quantities. I'm not sure how many they're going to come out with or be available, and it only comes in a 6/8, I believe.
No, I graduated.
You graduated in 2018? That sucks, dude. I was going to send you a little goodie bag to school. Cold and snowing, the Quad Cities. Buckeye Bass, no problem, dude.
Oh, okay.
February 6th.
Well,
happy birthday to you.
Well, happy birthday.
I use a lot of Z-Man, especially the Ned Rig stuff. Yeah, I actually ordered some of those little Ned Rig craws the other day. Looking forward to playing around with those. Going to branch out this coming season. Kyle lost Grove. What? Kyle lost Grove Lake. Oh, okay. I got you. No, I probably won't fish too many lakes other than what I've been fishing. With my work schedule changing, the plans that I had to travel pretty much went down the crapper, so I won't be really be doing any of that.
You missed one.
Did I miss one?
Right.
Damn, you guys in Florida, a 5-pounder is like a baby for us. Yeah, no kidding. I'm pretty happy with 6.5. Yeah, dude, 6.5 is a good fish, man. Definitely going to try some Grove. I haven't been there yet. How's it fishing?
In a few years, I'm thinking about a kayak.
Kayak would be fun. I just don't think. I don't know.
Our family's been thinking about getting a kayak, but.
And we've rented kayaks before in Branson, just doing little kayak trips. But I've never fished out of one. But I know after the 4-8 mile kayak trip, I know my back's killing me. So I couldn't imagine actually fishing out of one. Like I said, I want one of them little pontoon type boats that you get from Pelican, something like that, or the Bass Raiders. I don't really think kayak fishing is for me.
Yeah, I've seen insane videos where people will record themselves and they'll have sharks swimming around them because they kayak in the ocean, like fishing.
Favorite new bait you're looking forward to throwing this year? I tell you what, the spinner baits from Advantage, I'm really pumped to play around with those, and the swim jigs. I did a video on those. You guys haven't seen that. I'm really pumped to play around with those, and of course the Tokyo rig that I made. We're looking forward to playing around with these as well. But see how it goes. You know, I want to try all this new stuff, and I'm sure once I get to the lake, I'm just going to break out the square bill and just throw that all day long. Richard Spencer. Who's Richard? I don't know who that is.
Where at?
You have a haircut like Richard Spencer.
Your son have a wild... Oh.
DTX Angler. Hey, Jim, do you know what happened to Skip Blunt? I do not, but I'm assuming you know that he passed away. I don't know what happened to him, though. But from the last time I seen him on his videos, do a few pictures that I seen him on Facebook, looks like he went downhill pretty fast. So I don't really know what happened to him, man.
Good night, Junky, and thanks for the fishing tips. See you next week.
Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. See you next Sunday for sure. And again, we're going to try and have the wife down here and she can answer some science questions for you guys.
Don't forget, I'll be down here too.
Oh, you didn't know he passed away? Yeah, I was pretty shocked as well. I think it could have been over a year ago that he passed away. Yeah, he was a good dude.
He was a great guy.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Favorite connection?
Favorite connection? I don't throw a whole lot of braid to leader. If I do, it's a double uni. But even then, I don't run it through the guides. But, yeah, I really don't. I fish pretty muddy water. Normally, I'll throw a straight braid or straight fluoro. Fun fact. Take care, dude. Do you use Z-Man TRDs a lot? I can't say a lot. I don't throw the Ned rig all that much. But with the few times I have tossed it, that's the bait I put on there. But, again, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that rig with the muddy water that I fish. But I'm going to play around with it a lot this year. If you're ever around Decatur, Illinois area, let me know. We can meet up. That's cool, dude. Ever fished that huge frog? I think it's Fat Daddy or something. Oh, the Spro? No, I haven't. I don't have any of those, bud.
I know you like crankbaits. I know you're going to start throwing swim baits this year. I just received a swim bait crankbait called a shell cracker by. Oh, yeah, dude. I got. You need one of those, Greg? I got a few of these. That's color bait, dude. Big old wake bait. Your kid has a European haircut. I've seen so many haircuts like his in Sweden and Finland. Oh, normally he pulls it back and we got a tail going.
Yeah, I do like to put it in a ponytail a lot.
Tackle room is just awesome to look at. Yeah, I got a new wall that me and my dad built over here that I'll do a video on that for you guys maybe next week.
What pound test do you like?
Pound test do you like? I fish probably, are we talking braid? I fish 50 pound the most. Fluorocarbon, I probably fish 12 to 15 the most. Gear ratio for square bills, normally a 6-speed, like a 6.6.
Need to start throwing big swim baits.
Big swim baits. Yeah, I got some of the S waivers I plan to throw this season. What are your thoughts on fishing braid? I want to put some on my bait catcher, but I haven't since winter hit maybe 30-pound test. 30-pound test I normally use for like lipless crankbaits if I'm going to throw braid, or like the 30-pound on top water. If I'm going to throw like swim jigs or pitch and flip with it, I like 50. I've never gone above 50. I've never seen a reason for it. At least on the lakes that I'm fishing and the cover that I'm fishing around and the size bass that I'm catching, 50-pound is more than enough. Again, 30-pound, 40-pound, it's all good. It depends what you're doing with the bait, maybe the cover that you're fishing around. But again, I like 30, mainly for top water and lipless crankbaits.
Oh, shoot. Forgot we were still doing this.
So we got some joker in here. I don't know how to do that. Maybe how do you block somebody?
Oh my gosh, Dad. I think I might know. Wouldn't you have to hold on there?
I don't know how to do it. What's this button do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here, just click out of it. Okay.
I don't know. I have to deal with that fool for a while. Well, guys, we got some clown in here. I don't know how to get rid of him.
You can boot them. Lol.
Best blade jig to use. I probably use the shock blade the most. I'll just ignore you. I'm just trying to do it for everyone else. But no, I don't care. You can say what you want. I don't pay attention to you fools. Well, guys, we are caught up with comments except for this clown in here, some political dude, which I don't get into politics. But we are an hour and 33 minutes in. We're going to call it a night. Make sure you guys stay tuned for next week. Well, I'm sure we'll be on maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm going to have my wife down here, and we'll see if she can answer some questions.
Too.
And this dude as well. And like I said, it was fun hanging out with you guys. Make sure now, whenever the video is done processing, make sure you guys that donated for the giveaway, make sure you look back in the comments to see if you won. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in.
Hopefully there will be Fortnite guys on the next stream.
Hopefully we can talk some Fortnite and Beyblades next time.
Or
you guys are awesome.
No. It was wrong pronunciation. Beyblades.
You guys take care. We'll see you guys on the next one. See you, Joshua. You guys are awesome. Later.